This is the American Rev Zechariah A Jackson from the Church of What's Happening Now. Again, we in the community. We are in Plainfield, New Jersey today. There's always a call for a new representative. There's always a call for someone that can probably do the job a little bit better. And that's what hope is all about. Hope is about putting someone in the office every 2 to 4 years, depending on the election, that's really going to go out to represent the people. I'm here today with Tracey L. Brown, Rev Tracey L. Brown of Ruth Fellowship, a native of Newark, New Jersey.
Yes, sir.
One of the biggest cities and up-and-coming cities these days. I have an office in Newark now, and I tell you, everywhere you look, they're building something, Tracey, Reverend Tracey, I guess I'm going to call you Tracey when you get to City Hall.
No, they're going to call me Reverend.
They still refer to you as Reverend when you're at Councilwoman?
I assume so.
Okay, all right.
I would call them council
Okay.
people and whatever their title is.
Because it get fiery. Sometimes it get boxing fiery. Everything, What would you like the people of this town, this city, I call it a town because it's small, but this right here is actually a beautiful suburban city, Plainfield, New Jersey.
Yes, it is.
We have our problems like every other city, but I'm going to tell you something, you can almost grow anything in Plainfield. It's a country and a city all in one. What would you want the people to know about Reverend Tracey L. Brown?
Well, first thing I would like them to know is that I have lived in Plainfield for 36 years.
Wow.
Attended and graduated from Plainfield High School.
Okay.
Began a ministry here, which has become a blessing to this community.
Yes.
Ruth Fellowship
Yes.
Ministries. We are a church that has the community at heart.
Yes.
We are proud to be one of the leading churches in the city. God has blessed us to have over 300 families, maybe 100 plus members.
Yes.
So we believe that here with Fellowship Ministries, it does not make sense to start a church that is not going to be a blessing to the community.
Yes.
So my main objective was first to save souls.
Sure.
And then also to make sure that the community is provided for by a church in their own community.
Well, I'm going to step over for a minute and just say that, yes, her church is a blessing to the state. It's a blessing to the county. It's a blessing to Plainfield, New Jersey. And I'm going to even step out further, I guess, than most people could, that even go to this church is a blessing to South 2nd Street.
Yes.
Because I lived on South 2nd Street across the street from Moonface years ago.
Okay. Yes.
So when I came here in 1988, and when I rode down and seen what you guys was doing, yes, it is definitely a blessing to the state, the county, the city, and especially a blessing to South 2nd Street.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
South 2nd Street. Let's understand, we got West 2nd, East 2nd, and we also have South 2nd. So it's a blessing. I lived at 664 right next to Johnny Martin Body Shop.
Okay, so the issues and
the issues that was the challenges.
In this community. Yes.
Let me say, like they said for Margaret's Martha Stewart when she got out of jail, her PO people said that the problems that she had problems. Well, we had problems here on South 2nd Street.
Yes.
That had not this church and God using you and the many people that help you guys, we may still have those problems on South 2nd Street.
That's true.
So
That's true.
there was many problems on South 2nd Street.
Yes.
But what do you have to give to the city? You've given so much to the community. What can you give now?
Well, that's a good question because the purpose of me pursuing Councilwoman at large is because even though this church has been a blessing to the community,
Yes.
I believe that, you know, I can be used on a larger scale.
Sure.
Not just to be a blessing to the church community, the community here in this neighborhood, but also the entire city.
Yes.
You know, I've seen some of the issues and challenges that this city has, and I believe that because of the love I have for this city, because
Sure.
of the love I have for people, especially the youth.
Sure.
You know, we are a church that understands that the youth, you know, are our future. And
Sure.
youth play a big role.
And you're a church also that believes that you're not just talking that talk, you really believe it, because as I was coming in, I just wanted the audience to know to say here, I read something about you guys having some kind of dinner Friday night, dinner and movie or something like that.
Yeah, we have a wonderful youth ministry, and we have youth director, Mrs. Denise Shipman, who's over our young people, and we keep our young people involved in activities all year long, not just during special holidays, but we have rap sessions, we have career opportunities, we have social and recreation as well as educational activities. We had local police department and gang violence experts come in and do a workshop with our young people. Not just the young people here, but we invite all young people throughout this community.
Sure.
And they came and they had a chance to be a part of a wonderful workshop that talked about gang prevention and how to recognize gang activity and how to avoid it.
Sure.
We have things for the young ladies where they can come and we teach them etiquette and things of that nature, how to be a young lady and how to act in school. Also, we have students, we have a lot of young, a very good youth department, and it's nothing for me to go to school when one of our young people are acting out, to go to school and sit in the classroom with one of my youth members that might be acting out in school, or go to school, talk to the principal, talk to the teacher. You know, we also, my background is in social work.
Wow.
For 10 years, I was a family and neighborhood counselor for the Union County Youth Services Bureau. You know, so when I became a full-time pastor, I didn't abandon that aspect of my life. So I counsel young people in the community for free. They can come if kids are having problems, juveniles are at risk. Their parents can bring them here, set up a counseling session, and I'll meet with them, make referrals for different services that they may need. We also provide here at Ruth Fellowship Ministries a lot of, you know, unfortunately in Plainfield, we've had gang activity, young people who were killed as a result of gang violence. Well, they can come here and get a free funeral, a free repast, and get ongoing counseling for the family as well. Wow, you know, so running for city council at large, you know, I think that I could be a blessing, not, like I said, not just to the people in this church or this community, but the community at large.
Well, I noticed that, and I'm kind of sorry myself that I haven't been able to get over here during November. I noticed that you guys give out a well-stocked Thanksgiving preparations, not just the dinner, but you give the turkey, you give the dressing. Yes. I've driven by and see the long lines outside.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have a wonderful missionary ministry, you know, that during Thanksgiving will provide baskets for families in need, you know, and it has become quite numerous, you know, and it's a blessing. Like I said, you don't want to set up a church in a community and then just come to worship on Sunday.
Sure, like just coming to work.
Exactly.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
so again, we want to be a blessing to the community, and families look forward to it, you know, during Thanksgiving. Coming and getting baskets, because a lot of families already, a lot of families, you know, in our community are out of work. You know, we have seniors who are on fixed income. So they can come here during Thanksgiving and get a basket. But let me just say, not just during Thanksgiving, God has blessed us to be a blessing to families who come throughout the week.
Wow,
and may need food. Our Deacons Ministry, they provide gift cards for different supermarkets, ShopRite, Pathmark, so you can come and get a gift card.
That's wonderful.
If you need food, and our transportation ministry will transport families to the grocery store. And so it's not just on Thanksgiving.
It's not just on Thanksgiving.
It's all year long. It's all year long. And not only that, but we also once a month we go to the Y here in Plainfield. We provide families at the Y, with a hot meal once a month, and other churches rotate also, but we also involved in that.
Wow, so you guys do a serious holy work here in Plainfield. You're not just there's many people that just go to work, but you guys work 7 days a week.
It's important.
24/7. It's
important. Like I said, you don't want to be a church just to come in and have church on Sunday morning and go home while people in the community are suffering. So we try to be a blessing to people in the community, and provide on a daily basis, and provide not just food, but we have a health fair.
Okay.
Matter of fact, our health fair is coming up again, where we had different agencies, come and provide, not then just give out, toiletries and that sort of things, but they came and they did blood tests, HIV/AIDS testing. We had mammographies that were done right here on site. People were tested for sugar diabetes. And matter of fact, during one of the last health fair, one of our members was tested for sugar diabetes and had to go immediately to the hospital. They recommended that he go immediately to the hospital. So it saved his life.
Yes.
It saved his life. His blood sugar was so high. So these are some of the things that we do, and I would like to see it done on a bigger scale. How come health fairs and this testing can't be provided for the entire community at large that are in need?
Reverend Tracey L. Brown, when you become a representative of the city, you're gonna be at large, so you represent all the wards.
Yes.
And I feel your strength, I feel your love for the community, and love for God, love for the people. But what happens when you know you're right on an issue, and just somebody in the council don't see it that way? How are you gonna battle then?
Well, we have to learn. What I have observed from council meetings is that the council, and not just the council, but also people here in our beloved city, we have to learn how to respectfully disagree.
Yes.
You're not going to buy into everything that I say. I'm not going to buy into everything you say.
Yes.
But we have to learn how to respectfully disagree without getting angry, without degrading and belittling each other. And what I hope to accomplish, one of the things I hope to accomplish, is to bring a spirit of peace, a spirit of compromise, of respect, and that all will happen when people understand that we all want the best for the city.
Sure.
We don't want the city to suffer.
Yes.
And that's important. We got to understand that, if we are successful as a council, then the city will be successful.
Yes.
If we can get along as a council and work together and not be so divided, then it'll be a blessing to the city. It's a sad thing when the city residents come out to city council meetings and they see, the total disrespect, that goes on
from the council,
at
from
city
the
council
yes, sure.
From the public, as well. But we have to learn how to get along, how to respectfully disagree.
Sure. But that's a learned behavior that I've seen, that I feel that you have arrived at. you have arrived at that level of let's work